Good morning, and welcome to the 2015 ATSC Broadcast Television Conference. As chairman of the ATSC Board of Directors, it's my great pleasure to welcome you on behalf of ATSC and all of our members. This year's conference, Tune Into the Future, will highlight the exciting new technologies and capabilities of the next generation ATSC 3 standard that we are rapidly bringing to fruition. Now, before we start our conference program, I would like to thank everyone who made today's conference possible. I'd like to thank our speakers and our session moderators. We appreciate your vision and industry leadership and the perspective and insight that you'll be sharing with us today. Now, by the way, we keep introductions brief at this conference, so please see the full biographies for all of our speakers and session chairs that are included in your conference program. Thank you to our conference sponsors. Darrow, if you'd pop up that slide. LG, Zenith, IEEE Broadcast Society, the Consumer Electronics Association, Cox Media, Dolby, Fraunhofer, NAB Labs, NERC Engineering Research Center, One Media, Pearl, Samsung, Sony, Triveni, Verance, PBS, and BIM. What a great set of conference sponsors making today possible, and what a great set of contributors to ATSC 3. Another thank you to the organizations who've brought technical demonstrations here today. Be sure to see them outside. They're some of the very first implementations of key features and capabilities that are in the new ATSC 3 standard. Thank you to Mark Richer and the ATSC staff, Lindsay Shelton-Gross, Darrow Bruno, and Jerry Whitaker, and to our communications committee leader, John Taylor, and our colleague, Dave Arland, for planning and organizing our conference today and handling all of its complex logistics. Now, as we tune into the future of ATSC 3, I can't help but remark, it's hard to believe that the first digital HDTV system proposals were announced in 1990. That's 25 years ago. As you know, the best ideas from these four initial digital systems eventually merged into the Grand Alliance HDTV system and became ATSC-1, the world's first digital television system. The core technologies that were pioneered in ATSC-1 and that revolutionized broadcasting also revolutionized cable television, enabled the creation of direct broadcast satellite service and DVD, and they were the precursor to today's video streaming over the internet. Now think about how much technology has changed since 1990. Remember, much of today's ATSC-1 system was actually invented before the web browser. So I think you're going to be amazed by what you hear today about the technology of ATSC-3. But I want to close on a note of there's something even more amazing about ATSC-3 to me than its fabulous technology. At the time of the Grand Alliance, it seemed like quite a feat for 7 competing organizations to reach agreement on the best of the best technologies and to successfully combine them into a system. But the creation of ATSC-3 is the grandest alliance of all. We've had innovative new ideas and proposals for every technical aspect of the system, and they've been submitted by all kinds of organizations from all over the world. Technical proposals have come from broadcasters, consumer electronics companies, integrated circuit manufacturers, technology companies, research laboratories, and universities. Our technical discussions and decisions have drawn upon those organizations' best engineers from around the globe, from the United States and Canada and Korea and Japan and China and the UK and Germany and France and Spain and other countries. In fact, there are over 370 individual technical experts from 110 organizations who are contributing to ATSC committees. So my greatest thank you is to all of our ATSC member organizations and individuals. It's your innovation, collaboration, relentless pursuit of technical excellence, and your drive to reach consensus on the best ideas that have made today possible and that propel us forward to create ATSC 3. So now to start our discussion of ATSC 3 and its impact and to tune into that future, it's my great pleasure to introduce you to Mark Richer, President of ATSC. Mark?
Wow, I was really hoping to have bagpipe music playing in the background while I spoke. Thought that would be great. So apparently, apparently I'm going to have to do this a cappella, which is no treat for any of you. So wow, what a difference a year makes. Just incredible progress since last year. At that point, we were talking about kind of general concepts and general directions for ATSC 3.0. Now standards documents are being drafted, and they're moving through the ATSC due process. If you attended yesterday's boot camp, you know we are making great progress on all aspects of the system. The breadth of this and the depth of this is just amazing, and yesterday was just part of it. But there are those who still ask, why are we developing ATSC 3.0? Or as I like to call it, the Engineering Consultants Full Employment Act. Well, quite simply, ATSC 3.0 will provide new business opportunities for broadcasters and new services and products for consumers. The ATSC DTV standard, now referred to as ATSC 1.0, is 20 years old, and as Glenn points out, that means they're incorporating technologies that are about 25 years old. Now, industries prosper by leveraging new technology, that's no secret, and broadcasting is no different. Broadcasting has to continue to evolve. We can't put a standard together and expect that it's going to go for 50 years. That just is not the way things work in this day and age. Now, if you ask any one of us involved in the development of 3.0, you'll get a list of benefits of the next generation broadcast television standard. For the most part, all of us have the same system traits on the list, but we might differ on the ordering of the categories. For me, the number one characteristic of 3.0 is its flexibility. With a broad set of technical parameters allowing a wide range of potential services now and in the future, even if we don't know what those future applications are. We are building flexibility in every layer of the system, including the use of IP or Internet Protocol, which is inherently flexible and interoperable. The whole world is IP, and this positions broadcasting as a powerful part of the communications infrastructure of the future. It means lower cost equipment and new distribution and device opportunities. Think of broadcasting as a high-power, high-tower nationwide IP network. The physical layer provides a myriad of options for broadcasters to configure robust transmission and reception of services to a variety of devices for indoor, handheld, and mobile services. Of course, the ATSC 3.0 video and audio coding systems will provide broadcasters with various options to customize their service offerings. The services will include a mix of national and local content that is the hallmark of broadcast television. But an equally important part of ATSC 3.0 is spectral efficiency. There, I said it. If ATSC 3.0 can provide new options for broadcasters and policymakers to consider as the incentive auction proceeds and the subsequent spectrum repack is completed. Giving broadcasters flexibility to optimize the auction is good for all, including the government. And ATSC 3.0 will provide the technical tools for broadcaster collaboration in a given market to optimize use of bandwidth. For broadcasters interested in sharing a channel, 3.0 will allow you to offer your current services, such as HDTV and multicast definition, on perhaps half a channel. For broadcasters who are not interested in sharing a channel, 3.0 allows you to offer lots of services like UHD-TV and immersive audio, multiple mobile HDT streams, and interactive television. Of course, some broadcasters may want to share a channel as a transition step and move to a full channel of ATSC 3.0 in the future. It is not our role or intent to lead the industry on regulatory or policy issues. You'll hear a lot more about that later this afternoon. But I do believe it's time for serious consideration of the potential impact ATSC 3.0 can play in spectrum matters such as the auction and repack. That impact from ATSC 3.0 can only be positive. There is no scenario where the introduction and open dialogue between the parties focused on ATSC 3.0 is going to have a negative impact on the auction and the repack. Well, thank you, and I am sure today's program will be interesting and thought-provoking, and later this afternoon I will go back to awarding rubber chickens.